Hello, welcome to another SC Figuarts review. SC Figuarts new standard figure series that incorporates the pattern action figure art on the theme pursuing character expression through humanoid action. This is real skeleton structure Hibiki, just like there was the Kabuto version 2, which was also the real skeleton structure. I wonder what is going to be the next skeleton structure Figuarts. One of it be Kiva, because we're still missing Kiva's basic form from the Heisei lineup. Because we got Kuga, Agito, Ryuki, Fai's Blade, Hibiki, Kabuto, Deno, DK, and then Neo Heisei, Double, O's, Fours, Wizard, and Gaim, and probably we'll have a drive one pretty soon. But yeah, straight skeleton structure, got this fancy box and all that, but all metallic print on all sides, and goes on the back. Artsy style, kind of removing all these warning stickers and such. I'm going to try and peel them off because they're annoying, but at least they don't actually cover anything like the pictures because I can't read Japanese anyway. Oh, survey voucher underneath, all that. So inside you have the instruction manual printed on black card, not card, paper, just like the Kabuto one. On the outside you got like warning and stuff, and on the inside you have the actual instructions. Quite a lot of instructions for Hibiki, because he does come with quite a lot of accessories, and he costs pretty much the same as Kabuto, so he's got more stuff, more bang for the buck essentially. If you want to take a closer look at the instructions and all that, please feel free to head over to Facebook or flick a link in the description below, and there's something produced by Tamashii and stuff, and something talking about the real skeleton structure thingy. And guys, you also have a little booklet, just like the Kabuto one. In fact, completely same style. You can zoom in, and more like concept book. So you got a nice long print of Hibiki right here. Some Japanese I can't read, Mass Rider Hibiki, and then here's a scary skeleton with more text that I can't read. I mean, if you read Japanese, feel free to read that. Feel free to read that. Yep, more Hibiki stuff. Okay, so something about the painting, so yep. And credits, Tamashii logo, and just like the Kabuto one, same back. So it's sort of like a hard, like a thicker card. Not as thick as card, but thicker than paper. So you got two trays. You got the first tray with Hibiki inside, and a bottom tray. That won't come out. With the accessories. So zoom that out. So I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna take a closer look. Go. This is not too hard to remove, but be careful. Okay, so apart from the fist hands already, oh bloody hell. Those hands back in, they're really nicely painted, by the way, the hands. The whole figure is really nicely painted, but the hands are especially nicely painted. So apart from the fist hands already on the figure, you have his, his signature Jane pose hands, the seer hands, item holding hands, and disc holding hands, fork holding hands, and yeah, pretty much those. So the drumstick holding hand, fork holding hand, and disc holding hand. You have the fork enclosed mode, the open mode. You've got a bunch of discs that are to be attached to this belt, and 3 colored discs. None of them in animal form though, but there's 3 colored discs right there. All of them are transparent plastic, red, green and blue, with silver printed on top, and they're very soft rubbery plastic, which is weird. Got 2 flames right there that can attach to the drumsticks. The drumsticks that go on the back of the belt can also be, the flames can also attach onto them as well, because the top bit, the head area of the drumstick, is detachable on both the long version that he's holding and the ones that attach to his belt. Of course, the lengths do differ. Just get one of the drumsticks out because they're all the same. So the top bit is transparent plastic with the 2 silver horns, and if you can pull it off quite easily. It's a little peg there. It won't fall off, by the way. It's just, you know, you can pull it off quite easily. Molding's pretty nice, and the paint is pretty good on the stick area. Thin black line, and you just have the Hibiki logo in gold right there. So tiny details. The other stick's pretty much identical, and so move on to the fork. Even though this is not meant to be attached to the belt, it does have that little peg on the back, so it looks like it can attach to the belt. I think it can. But yeah, the details on this and the paint are really awesome. The plastic on this is hard plastic, so be careful not to snap it. Damn it! Keep knocking stuff out. Maybe it's a sign I'm getting a bit tired tonight and I should stop. So here's one of the discs. Flip it around and see it's just green, and you can see it's very rubbery. It's like candy. I want to have candy now. Damn you, Bandai, trying to make me fat. Well. So you have the top tray that has the figure itself. Oh, it pops up really easily. Get the figure out. And yeah, very good looking figure. So, articulation, double neck joint, so up, down, full rotation. Ow, watch out the horns, that bloody hurt. Sideways, sideways. His bottom neck joint's a bit stiff though. Hand goes up, the shoulder pads are attached to a little peg. And one of my pegs is actually kind of loose, so it's really annoying. Ball socket, just like always, Figuarts. Swivel on the lower arm, if it will let me do it properly. Very tight because of the paint style. Double elbow joint. Fist is on a little ball peg and on a little swivel arm. Do watch out for those kind of sting as well. Sharp bits all over. Double torso. Oh, whoops, that's not good, but this demonstrates that this belt is its own piece, which I think is great. I wish more Figuarts would do that, including the decker driver, so I can actually swap them around. But nope. But anyway, double, sideways, sideways, back, forward. Bit of a muscle pattern here, but not too much. Leg has it's weird. It's got this extra pad here. Haven't seen on any Figuarts previously. So up, down, up, down. It's got this weird clicking thing going on because of that extra piece. Do the legs come down? Whoa! More unpegging bits. Peg back in new. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, it goes up. Definitely do a rider kick, so that's fine. Double knee joint. Feet are like the die-cast feet, but it's not die-cast, just plastic. So sideways, sideways rotation, up, down. Toe goes up, really stiff. Toe goes down, again, really stiff on the feet. Not much to see there because it's Hibiki. Molding wise, Hibiki is overall pretty good. You know, over body, not really any injection lines, are hidden quite well. However, one of his shoulder pads keeps popping off and is frankly really annoying, and for an Figuarts that costs a bit above the other ones, that's not called for. And I've seen on forums apparently the Kabuto real skeletal structure version, so version 2, also had similar problems, meaning that Bandai had previous problems and surely people have complained to them, but they didn't bother fixing it. Either they didn't bother and said like, well, screw you, we're not going to fix it, you're going to buy it anyway, or since this Hibiki was announced quite a long time ago, at the same time as Kabuto, I'm wondering if these were actually made and just sort of stayed in a storeroom somewhere for half a year before they shipped it. Another reason to make me believe this is onto the painting. Again, overall the body painting is pretty nice. However, the top of the area of the arm that's under the shoulder pads has that really like flat purple, and that area is quite big. I know why it's there is for the joints and stuff, so you don't get like weird scratch marks and all that when you're moving the figure, but that area is very big and it's very noticeable. But about the paint under his left foot, when I first turned it, the paint was actually stuck onto the joint was stuck to the upper leg, so when turning it, a bit of the paint actually got ripped off, and I got like 3 or 4 tiny silver marks there where the paint was ripped, and that really frustrates me. So two big problems right there. And other painting issues is on his chest armor, like the metal shielding thing, like the little metal lines. Right in the middle where there's a little black area where the two sides of the metal join together, a bit of silver has been painted onto the black. Not too bad because I can just get a black marker pen and fix it, but the point is I shouldn't have to. Accessory wise, he's pretty good. He comes with a lot of, he comes with 3 discs. He's got the discs in belt mode, he's got the tuning fork in belt mode and holding mode, and he's got all the hands that he needs to hold all these items. So that's pretty good. He's even got like special effects flame to pop onto his little drum sticks. However, really missing. He's missing his chopping arm. You know, after he's just transformed and there's the wind circling around him, and he goes ha and chops the wind in half. That hand is missing. Now you can kind of do it with his you know, a waving kind of goodbye hand. You can do that, but it's not really right. He needs that chopping hand, that complete relaxed open palms. He doesn't even have open palms, so there's no open hand options for him. Like I said, the closest one to come to that is his little 2-finger thing when he goes Johnny, and so yeah, he's got that. So that's really annoying. It's like they got all these extra stuff, but not one of the most important hands for this figure, like not his henshin hand. So missing a vitally important accessory, paint issue, joint issues. I almost forgot, at the back of his body you have to bend his torso back, or else you won't be able to attach the attachment to the back of his belt, because his belt is a soft piece and it doesn't hook onto anything. In fact, if you're trying to push any attachment onto the back of his belt, it pushes into the gap between his top torso and his hips, meaning you can't actually pop the thing on, and that's really annoying, so you got to move him back. So if you're trying to do an animation, you're gonna get really annoyed with that. Moving the figure around and then popping it back in, moving it back in, and then it won't fit. The frame will look a bit odd or something. So again, really annoying. So is this a good figure? For its price right now, because it's like real skeletal structure theme going on, it costs more than other SH Figuarts, and frankly it's got a lot of little niggles and annoying bits. Another bit I didn't show is that you can pop the little disc off his front of his belt, because it does not come with a big piece, so it can't enlarge anything. If they ever release like a Hibiki monster, which they probably won't, then you know, you get a big disc there. You might just get a big disc from the DX belt or something that came out years ago. So there's no way you're going to be getting that, minus paying a huge fortune for it because it's rare and all that. So it's a shame. Like if I was to pick up one of these Hibikis that didn't come with the paint issue and the shoulder pad issue, I would be quite happy. But frankly, because I got that, and knowing that they had quality issues with previous Kabuto figures, makes me kind of miffed about it. So unless you really like Hibiki, I just say stay away from it because of the quality controls. And because a lot of people are going to say, hey, I'm not really a big Hibiki fan, but I got to complete the Heisei line, and it's really annoying, and there's no way for us to just trying to like complain to Bandai or something to fix these little niggles, because it's really annoying. I'm not going to pick up another Hibiki just so I can swap the shoulder pads around, so I'm going to have to ask around. If you know how to fix it, basically under the arm there's a little ball, and on the shoulder pad there's a place where the ball fits in, and on one of these shoulder pads it keeps popping off. I did swap the shoulder pads, the left one and the right one around, and it doesn't pop off as much. It still pops off though, so if you know how to fix things like that, please let me know. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. Bye.